But let's move on. Let's go to Brian in Myrtle Beach. Brian, you're on the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, it's Dr. Savage. Thanks for taking my call. My wife and I listen to you every day, every night. We just wanted to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. This is my
that's
first
good
time
unto
calling.
itself. That's very nice. I'm getting feedback, but it's very nice. Every time I talk, I hear my voice. So where are you going to dinner, Brian?
We are having our first dinner ourselves at our house. We just got married 2 years ago, and normally we go to my sister's or somewhere else, and my sister's house is tore apart getting a new kitchen, so we decided to have it here at our house.
So are you a little intimidated by the thought of being alone? You're looking forward to it?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Good. You're a young married man. That's good. That's the way it should be. Well, let me send you a Christmas present of train tracks because I think you'll enjoy reading that. Here's a tragic caller coming up that I never would have expected. We're going to go to Boca Raton to my affiliate WFTL. Stephen, welcome to the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Hi, Michael. That was a beautiful reading, by the way. I'm going to be spending Thanksgiving, believe it or not, with my wife in a mental hospital. She's had some problems throughout the years, and it's difficult. My sister, by the way, was a schizophrenic, so she passed away, and so I've had quite a bit of experience in this field. And
so wait, your sister was a schizophrenic who died, and your wife is now in a mental hospital?
Yeah, and I'll be spending Thanksgiving with her tomorrow in the mental hospital. She's not going to be able to get out. She's bipolar. And
Stephen, are there mental? Steve, do they have mental hospitals today? What are mental hospitals? I mean, what are they called today?
Glad you brought that up because let me tell you, I am really furious at Florida because the rules are. I know in the past they were, they had these horrible places, and that reading kind of alluded to that, obviously. But this is going the opposite direction, where the doctors aren't giving the patients necessarily medication. They're letting them out too early. I mean, when I go see my wife, I'm meeting homeless veterans. I'm meeting people that, when you talk about, half-wits or people with wonderful souls, these are people that they're beautiful people, Michael.
I'm trying to follow you, but what is a facility like this known as? What's the generic type of facility? What is it known as? A hospital, a mental hospital? What is it?
It's usually an attendance facility right next to a major hospital or a regular hospital.
Okay. No, the reason I ask is, there's all varieties of so-called mental hospitals. When I was young, there were straight-out mental hospitals, like in Queens, New York. There was Creedmoor. And everyone was kind of weird when we drove by it. Red brick, bars on the windows, people locked up. God forbid, those days are over by and large because they're medicated so heavily. They don't think that we need such facilities. I would disagree. I think that many of the homeless people on the streets belong in lockdown mental facilities. Incidentally, that's a separate story. So this must be a real weight on you. I mean, obviously, this is a very, very difficult time for you, isn't it? I guess Stephen's gone. Stephen, are you there? Stephen, is this like a time? So the burden on you is overwhelming this time of year, correct?
Yeah, it's tough, but being a Roman Catholic has given me a lot of peace, and my faith has really helped me. I don't know how people would get through something like this if they didn't have faith.
So
in God.
what? But in the minute that remains, tell me how your faith in Jesus helps you with a wife in a mental hospital on Thanksgiving. What do you compute?
I think Thomas Aquinas, the great saint, after all the great writings that he had done, Jesus basically said, this is all straw. And if you look at eternity, our time on earth is the straw. I mean, this is a molecule in time.
Wow.
So,
Holy God.
if you look at eternity and you look at where we're headed, that gives me peace knowing that there is a loving God.
That's amazing. That is one of the most fundamentally interesting points I've ever heard. I wish I had your faith, Stephen. I can't say I do. God bless you. I wish you well. Another big hour coming up on the Savage Nation.
Join the Savage Nation. Call now, 855-400-SAVAGE, 855-400-7282.